Hi, my name is Maddie Burdick, and today I will be sharing my cultural event project. To get started, my cultural event project, I attended the Fruit from the Spirit, Art from the Heart Museum. This museum is a virtual exhibit that is located at the National Gallery in London, England. It was inspired by St. Paul's description of themes of the New Testament. Some of these include love, self-control, generosity, and faithfulness. There are 19 paintings displayed at this exhibit, as well as brief descriptions under each painting. It is both secular, individual, and communal meaning. Okay, to start, what did I see? As I toured through this virtual exhibit, I entered a great room that gave me a brief overview about what the museum contains and the purpose behind it. As I entered into the museum, I was entered by a subtle green room that gave a brief overview about what was happening. As I went around, the layout was each attribute or spirit had its own room that contained 2 paintings relating to the topic. And along with each artwork, there was a description and background information about the artist's motives for the pieces. Okay, to go into more specific detail, I went into every room, but for this project, I focused mainly on the faithfulness and generosity rooms. In the generosity room, I saw a painting by the artist Jan van Eyck titled The Arnolfi Portrait. I apologize if I said that wrong. We talked about this painting very briefly in chapter 8 of our textbook, and this artwork was considered Northern art that focused on detailed realism and artists like Van Eyck who mastered the skill of oil painting. As you can see in the left-hand side of the screen, this is the Arnolfi Portrait. The significance of this painting had regular objects appeared to have sacred meaning. So as you can see in the bottom left, there is a dog as well as oranges in the windowsill, and the burning candle symbolizes marriage from the bride to show the divine presence of Christ, as well as the dog at the bottom symbolizes fidelity, and the oranges symbolize the union of the first couple in the Garden of Eden, as well as this painting as a whole represents the unity of the marriage between the Arnolfi couple. Okay, so another artwork that I saw in this museum is called The Finding of Moses. In the Faithfulness Room, the painting by Orzali Gentilschi called The Finding of Moses. Although this painting was created in 1630, it resembles a lot of the Romantic style artwork. In chapter 12 of our textbook, we talked a lot about characteristics of Romantic style art. The Finding of Moses painting is a landscape style much like other Romantic artwork, as well as it shows a historical event or biblical story, meaning the finding of Moses. So some challenges that I had in this project was finding the exact paintings online. It was a little bit of a struggle looking for each painting because they're so unique, as well as figuring out what to narrow down in the tour. There's 9 attributes of the fruits of the Spirit, and it would have taken a long time for me to talk about every one of them, and especially every painting in the museum. So I definitely had to narrow it down to just 2 specific attributes, as well as ensuring the quality and information of each attribute related to the coursework in this class. I found that the paintings that I talked about earlier, I found each painting in the textbook, and as well as time management. This project, I had to definitely manage my time to make sure everything was on time. Okay, so the importance behind this project for me, this experience of attending a cultural event is very important because it allowed me to really see different forms of art as well as explore the different time periods of artists. Now that I have a better understanding about each attribute of the Spirit and what the meaning behind each piece of artwork is, I learned that there is so much more out there to see and do besides the general history or art museums that we see today. The end.